This is the time of year when Louisiana's native irises are in full bloom.
You can find the mostly blue irises along nature trails, canals, and swamps. But one extremely rare red iris only grows naturally in one place in the world. Dave McNamara shows us the Abbeville red iris in the heart of Louisiana.
Gary Salath is on a rescue mission of sorts, walking through a backyard swamp near Abbeville.
If you're faced with a species that could possibly be totally destroyed, that definitely gives you motivation.
Look how pretty that one is.
Salath looks like he's found gold, but this treasure is a deep red flower, the Abbeville red iris, that grows naturally here and no place else in the world.
What did you think the first time you walked back up in here and you saw all of these rare Abbeville red irises?
I thought there'd be more. Imagine something that beautiful just being growing out in a while. It's a native plant. Nobody planted it. Been here for centuries, probably.
Salath is part of the Louisiana Iris Conservation Initiative. The group's goal is to preserve the state's native irises.
We saw that irises were being killed, mostly from development or parishes spraying ditches with herbicide.
For years, volunteers have moved threatened irises to public boardwalk areas, like the Barataria Preserve near Marrero, the Big Branch Marsh in Lacombe, and the Joyce Wildlife Management Area near Ponchatoula, which has perhaps the largest collection of native irises. But the Abbeville red, named the Iris nelsoni, has only recently moved from private swampland to a public nature walk in nearby Palmetto Island State Park.
It was natural swamp already, so, when they built it, they built the boardwalk over top of it, and we were lucky to be able to get our Iris Nelson planted out here.
The annual spring bloom lasts only 2 to 3 weeks. This time lapse shows how quickly an iris opens in only 8 minutes. The small swamp seems to be a perfect home for the rare flower.
It's native in a piece of swamp that's probably about 4 miles northeast of where we're standing right now.
Ed Wilhelm is a garden club member and one of the volunteers who has helped clear the park swamp of invasive plants and replace them with young Abbeville red irises.
Why is it so important to you that these kinds of plants and flowers in spaces like this are preserved?
Look around. You don't have this anywhere. It's peaceful. You can sit down and just hear the birds chirping, maybe a frog croaking, see the sunlight shafting through the trees.
The red irises are moved by harvesting seeds from private land, then growing the seedlings in a greenhouse and eventually planting them in the state park. It's a slow process that can take a year or two to produce blooming flowers. The hope is that this rare flower will attract visitors.
Holland has the tulips. Abbeville has the Abbeville red iris.
And Abbeville also has people committed to preserving this rare and beautiful Louisiana treasure. With the heart of Louisiana, Dave McNamara, Fox 8 Local First.
To find out more about Louisiana's rare Abbeville red iris, go to heartoflouisiana.com.